Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a brilliant chess battle packed with tactics, strategy, and surprises. Let's dive right in. Karjakin opens with 1, pen. a4. The king's pawn thrust pierces the center like a spear, declaring war from the very first move. Wesley replies with 1, het. Niannein. Pen. Hissin. King takes. The Caro-Kann fortress arises, calm but unyielding, ready to absorb and counter every blow. Karjakin pushes, Tuben typed in. d4. His pawns march forward, taking full control of the battlefield, daring Wesley to challenge the center. The center. Wesley answers 2, Potchoin, etwa no amnen telemir. And it pinch fun. Yes in the chain. And so will western tail, NT. Nenen. In ought to western, and a beat. d5. The Filipino Grandmaster strikes back, confronting the invader head-on with perfect timing. Karjakin advances 3 point. a5. No hesitation. The pawn storm rolls forward, closing the center and locking horns with black's defenses. Wesley develops 3 pot. Weiss. An ideal. d5. The bishop steps out early, eyeing the white king's flank like a sniper looking for blood. Karjakin plays 4 but takes your sin. And f3. The knight leaps to support his center, preparing for the real battle that's about to explode. Wesley calmly defends with 4. Ista. Nennen. An Oshray. Alsinanen. Isix. Solid as steel. Nuwomne as tunen. Reinforcing the d5 stronghold and preparing to strike later. Karjakin continues 5. b2. A quiet move on the surface, but deep down he's preparing a long-term plan for domination. Wesley responds 5. Nee. Ensformonen. En me. Lula. See. Bang! He shatters the silence, hitting white center with a bold counterpunch. Karjakin meets fire with fire. 6. Tanazen. Hangman. In duel reach 46. Day 3. Development continues. His bishop guards the future expansion on queenside. Wesley captures with 620 Pontiere Station Windhemmen, Denmark 6. And then Wunden, e. cx4. The center explodes open, his pawn trade testing white's commitment to control. Karjakin recaptures 7 point. Next 4. The knight returns to the heart of the board, proudly reclaiming central authority. Wesley develops 7 peristia. Penastia was tested, Optimus 7, Puntume. Anandinde. Macedoninia. Nis7. An odd-looking retreat, but a master's touch. He prepares to reroute the knight for defense and surprise. Karjakin jumps 8 poke. And day 2, a flexible setup, building layers of coordination like a well-tuned machine. Wesley mirrors with 8. Pawn. Innen. Inanna. In BTNs. Both knights now dance. Ready to leap into chaos when the time is right. Karjakin continues, 9. Entwa 3. White's knights coordinate beautifully, tightening the noose around the center squares. Wesley hits back with 9. On. Only. Ingen. Oh. Before, an active bishop lunges forward, daring Karjakin to challenge its authority. Karjakin castles 10 turn. Oh, the white king escapes the center. Soldiers now free to charge. Wesley trades with 10 Torison. Eninya, and Kenyan. Endonis. Istayava, Demenyanito. BXF3, the Filipino sniper strikes. He removes a defender to weaken White's inner fortress. Karjakin calmly recaptures 11, Torupsia. Inksith 3, balance restored. But the tension thickens like storm clouds over the board. Wesley frowns and replies 11. Und sie singen. Innen. Izanimoe, Investioni Ninda. ND6, the night eyes key dark squares. Plotting ambushes near the white camp. Karjakin expands with 12 Torin. C4, a bold central thrust, shaking the board and forcing black to choose his fate. Wesley decides 12. Pipster Kilmuyen, and a Wetstoland and an Isoro Einstein. And this. And. Danoko. Dilemastio Remnesimke, Denvan Mordesiun. DXC4. The pawn snatches material, but opens lines that could burn him later. Karjakin replies 13. BX4. His bishop reclaims the pawn with fire in its eyes, ready to aim at the enemy king. Wesley brings 13 to Tien. Estianure case, on Roblin Obenden, can you failwager? Mawani. Initial. QC7. The queen joins the fray, defending and threatening in equal measure. Karjakin pushes 14 Tish. QB3. Twin queens stare each other down across the board. Sparks are about to fly. Wesley develops 14. Penvestiro win. Dondeston. Panas. Ents. Bezaven. The bishop hides behind its soldiers, prepping for the safety of the castle. Karjakin answers with 15. Rakon, the rook slides into battle, locking sights on the open c-file like a missile. Wesley castles 15 Tartary. Na, Nosior, Bengen, and Isteri. Inin, Bay, Ben, Bay. Oh, finally. The Black King finds refuge. But Karjakin is not slowing down. Karjakin plays 16 pen. BD3, a bishop pivot, pointing straight at Black's heart. Tension is mounting. Wesley coolly responds 16. Ineste. Ande. F8, doubling pressure. centralizing power for a counterstrike. Karjakin doubles 2 with 17. F-Don, the rooks align like twin cannons, both barrels aimed at black's defenses. Wesley repositions 17 tay. Nen, is your minimist of US. Unnassim, and assist pennen, Paneo desai, and woodwet dingen. B-Fight, a defensive retreat, fortifying the king's wall just before the storm hits. Karjakin pokes with 18. Gay 3, a little pawn move, creating space for his king, and threatening dark-squared infiltration. Wesley answers 18. Power Sergey. Neshes. Woman. And Aymandanen. Unavia womb. And Alvanavian. Erds is even. The rook reinforces the d-file, building a fortress within a fortress. Karjakin changes plans. 19. Before, bishop takes command, switching sides for new tactical opportunities. Wesley trades with 19.I. Yao. Eric's Donese. He cuts down one cannon to reduce the pressure in the center. Karjakin recaptures 20 piece. Eric's Don. The remaining rook stands tall, commanding the central battlefield. Wesley counters with 20. Antiquity. In a single pen. Mush. Arsate. A rook slides across the third rank, ready to pressure the c-file. Karjakin calmly plays 21. Patsteos. Kj2. The king steps out, a cautious general ready to oversee the chaos. Wesley jumps 21 Tetu. Porno Wiz. Und. Initial. Only. Essay. Penarobli question. And a Daniel Wilstow Zadisht. Nafiv. The knight gallops toward the queen side, eyeing juicy squares for an invasion. Karjakin responds 22. K4. The queen aims straight at the heart of black's position. Menace in every glance. Wesley stabilizes with 22. Indalin, Bavonen, Raboyisi Wengan Senin. Enan. How. Panman, Aristai. Andean, 10. B6. He protects his foundation, denying white's entry into the dark corners. Karjakin swings 23. Past Oren. Erdiven. A thunderbolt. The rook infiltrates enemy territory, causing sirens to go off in Wesley's head. Wesley coolly plays 23. Ints. QC4. A counterattack, trading threats and keeping nerves of steel. Karjakin trades queens 24 in Owen Cats. QXC4. A brave decision, stepping into an endgame on his own terms. Wesley recaptures 24. Instran. Nixie's 4. His knight emerges, a venomous serpent controlling key outposts. Karjakin activatis 25. BD4. Bishop plants its flag deep in enemy soil, anchoring a new front. Wesley pushes 25. An Indianness. Nidze. bc5. Both bishops now clash eye to eye, slicing diagonals with deadly precision. Karjakin sacrifices the exchange. 26. bxg6. Bishop takes on g6. White's attack turns sharp and personal. Wesley recaptures. 26. Neysadnedo. Tenser. Minwo and Istubitsu. And Henneponesti, one Sidanasana. xg, xg. 6x. The pawn retakes. But black's kingside is now full of cracks. Karjakin traits, Combi 27. bx type 5. Another simplification. Carving down to a favorable endgame. Wesley replies 27, 10. And then Nopun. Azanid. bxp. His pawn structure looks shaky, like glass under pressure. Karjakin goes 28. b3, reinforcing his pawns and preparing a deadly a-file breakthrough. Wesley brings 28. NDIC. Ende. Missobermeinde pen, estadipcho was shown penzitur. NB6. His knight hurries back to cover the holes. Too many fires to put out. Karjakin snatches 29. RxA7. A pawn falls. The A7 outpost is gone. And White's rook is unstoppable. Wesley tries 29. Oni. Ta. Downit on dun, and buies. c4. Desperate counterplay. Opening lines, in hope of confusion. Karjakin replies 30. bxc4. No mercy, he keeps it clean and precise, controlling every inch. Wesley takes back 30. One no residing. She wished this chowen, unmonetanen. Interici. And then per wu demo, in the sin, in room. Nixie c4. His knight dances furiously, trying to stir chaos one last time. Karjakin pushes, 31, pedestal. A4. The passed pawn awakens. A monster sprinting toward glory. Wesley defends, 31, Pestelmian. In need of pay. And Panin, I simsize. f6. He builds counterpressure, aiming for a kingside break before it's too late. Karjakin captures 32 is. xf6. Clean. Efficient. Ripping open lines to expose the black king. Wesley retakes 32. Pew. Ningen. Incenteo. Mayane. Anaya. Andin. Panke. Anjanoichio. Gxf6. His pawns become weak soldiers, doomed to collapse under pressure. Karjakin thrusts 33. Afiv. The A-pawn keeps rolling. Unstoppable. A symbol of fate marching forward. Wesley tries 33. Panbihada. Ana. Andenienen. An. Da. Indant. Anha. Andy. Bob. e5, he creates counterplay, hoping activity can compensate for structural pain. Karjakin coolly advances 34 pieces. a6, the pawn now a dagger at black's throat. One step from immortality. Wesley brings 34. Anand. Andante. Nafif. The knight jumps in desperation, blocking the deadly file at the last second. Karjakin's knight enters 35. Ending a4. Reinforcements arrive. Sneaky and dangerous. Eyeing critical squares. Wesley repositions 35 Perston. Ninen, Essenisson, Penemat Persi. Indenisin, Enobochi Yotenen, and Mistemokrai. In G6, he fights for breath, guarding the queening square like his life depends on it. Karjakin plays 36. B7, the rook aligns behind the pawn. The execution platform is ready. Wesley pushes 36. Owinsche. Ist. Yaiv, a final act of defiance, throwing pawns forward like smoke grenades. Karjakin's knight shifts 37. Nf5, precise and ruthless, threatening everything near the black king. Wesley steps 37. Tarokvistedi Torud. Danen. Madenistai. In a winyasuri westenadishio, affecto. Fight. The monarch trembles, moving away but too late to escape judgment. What? Karjakin lands the killer, 38. Rf7 inked, check. A thunderclap across the board. Wesley's defenses collapse. Resignation follows. Sergey Karjakin triumphs in style. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you won't miss the next one. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Oh!